to Wild Moos. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Amy.
And we are bringing you a real, raw and raucous podcast.
An unfiltered truth behind running a business and running a family.
Dive in. Hello. Wild Moos on tour.
So we're staying at Hallwood House
Mm.
in near Buckinghamshire, isn't it? On the outskirts of Milton
You
Keynes.
drove. I honestly didn't.
Yeah, we're
pay
kind of in
attention.
between Milton Keynes and Buckingham, I think. And we've come here for a little trip away to do some work, which we haven't actually done. Have a few drinks, which we've done lots of. Slept, didn't really sleep loads, did we?
No.
I feel a bit tired.
Yeah.
I don't feel hungover. I just feel a bit groggy.
Yeah. I need a good nap.
Yeah.
Mm.
We were going to go to spa. Can't be fucked with that.
Too hot.
Going to go like grumpy old women.
Yeah, we are.
Actually, the sun was shining yesterday. I hugged a tree.
Yes,
I went and found a mother tree in the grounds. That was beautiful. It's a really nice place, but we feel like there's a funny vibe here, don't we?
Yeah, I think some weird things have been happening between Amy and I recently, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, it depends on how woo-woo you think about it, doesn't it? Like, we feel like there's an energy here, and it was really weird because we keep talking and it's like we're thinking exactly the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, this is so bizarre. But when we came into our room, like the lights flickered, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the bulbs just went out, and it was like, we've lost a bulb. And then all of a sudden it came back on again.
Yeah.
And then the bathroom light, when you go in there, that flickers. The handle kind of moved earlier. And I was like, I feel weird here.
Yeah. There is a strange energy.
We sat at breakfast and Nick said to me, what do you think it is? What do you think it was once upon a time? I was like, I feel like it was a mental institute or something.
Yeah.
I feel like there's an anxious energy here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it feels weird.
It does feel weird. This is a lovely place. We cannot stress enough how beautiful it is here. It's got a lovely old manor and then like a big extension off the back of it. And it's really, really pretty. The staff have been wonderful. But there is this just weird energetic thing that we are both feeling. Well, we are nearly 24 hours into our getaway. How are you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah.
We bought a lovely bottle of Bollinger with us, didn't we? And we
You
found
did,
this little sun trap in the garden, and we were like, we're going to go and sit here in this garden facing the sun and enjoy our bottle of Bollinger. And it was so peaceful, isn't it? All you can literally hear is birds and squirrels. Like, the reason we've come is to have a little business break, wasn't it? We've been talking about this for ages.
Yeah.
Having a little break away from the family, a little break away from the norm, find somewhere you can work from, find somewhere that you don't have to leave. And I feel like this is a really good place for that.
Yeah.
I want to just do it all the time, though.
Yeah.
I want to do it more often.
Yeah.
We need 2 nights.
We do need 2 nights.
We're gonna do 2 nights because you need a night where you have a drink and like be merry, and then you need a day of downtime, chilling out, spa, whatever you want to do, and some work time, and then the next night, like, watch a movie in your PJs and probably not drink.
Yeah, I feel a bit like we're trying to cram everything in, but it has been lovely.
Yeah, it has.
We're doing something incredible on Monday, and I think we should talk about that, if you're happy to.
Oh, yes. Values.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, yeah.
So, values, they are the things that drive us. And I wish that I hadn't have waited until my mid-30s to discover what my values were. Because now that I know and understand them, I should actually use them more. But now that I know and understand them and have that self-awareness, I can play on my strengths so much more and do the things that make me happy.
Yeah. And I think this came because I was thinking about why I get so irritated with suppliers. I'm feeling like as my business is growing, I'm changing. My path is changing a little bit, and I'm conscious of who I spend my quality time with. And my circle is getting smaller, and I'm okay with that. And I spoke to you, didn't I? I was like, I really feel there's something in this values. Nick's got this, like, it's not a letter, is it? It's just like a piece of paper with your
laminated,
it's a laminated document with your personal values and your business values.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation with you the other day and said, like, I think you should do this for other people.
Yeah.
Because I've never spoke to anybody, I've never known anybody do values like you do and that you stick with them. And I was like, I feel like I need it.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to know, I know who I am, but I want my values on a piece of laminated paper. Like, I want to know, what do I stand for? And why do I get so pissed off with people? And it's because they don't align with my values, but what the fuck are they?
Yeah. So I knew that values were important before Andy Rivers did mine for me and did Matt's as well. But I didn't really understand how vital they were. And if we think about an iceberg and the bits that you see on top above the water, the values is everything that's driving the bottom. They're the things that give you purpose. They're the things that push you towards people, push you away from others. It's the same for brands. It's like the essence, the bit inside. That doesn't always need to be communicated, but if you have that self-awareness, you will never, if you're always living to your values, you will never ever work a day in your life. Yeah. Life will feel frictionless. And if you are in conflict with your values, it ain't good. But you will not know that unless you work on them. No, and I done the speaking gig at Professional Beauty, didn't I? Yeah. And at the end, this guy stood up and he said, I can clearly see that you're very conscious and you have a lot of integrity when it comes to business. That comes through in everything you're talking about. And I was like, wow. I didn't even know that was a message I was given. Yeah. And that made me kind of think, I want to grow up a little bit. I want to step into that next chapter. I want to know who I am deeply, properly, like as intensely as possible. Yeah. So when I choose suppliers, I choose the right people with the same values. When I choose friends, when I choose people I spend my time with, that needs to align. Yeah. And I want to shake off the shit. Yes. So this is actually the exercise that we'll be doing with you on Monday. I'm going to be the guinea pig, aren't I? You are the guinea pig. I will be observing, Andy will be running the session, but it's all based on Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Am I going to cry? NLP. Maybe. And it did come with a warning as well, didn't it? It does come with a warning because it may reveal that you are not in alignment or you're in conflict in a big part of your life. It's not to be taken lightly at all. But this is where people get that square peg round hole feeling from, isn't it? Like they're forcing it. Yeah. And a lot of people going into business feel like they're forcing it. Why are they forcing it? And I'm all about authenticity and I bang on about it all the time to anybody that will listen, anybody that is putting themselves on social media, anybody that is doing anything in business. You have to be true to yourself. You have to show up and be authentic. Like this bullshit, this noise, this everything, I cannot stand it. And it really boils my piss, which is because it goes against my values, but I don't know what that word is that's part of my values. So what I have obviously had it done, Matt has had it done. I don't know if I've spoken about why on this podcast. Okay, so when I was pregnant with Hope, Matt was in an interim position at work, a senior position. And a lot of our conversations were around money because we were about to have Hope, because we knew that imminently that would mean more childcare, more cost. I was trying to grow the business, but obviously I was about to go on maternity leave for at least a week to push a baby out. But, a lot of our conversations, a lot of our communication was about money. Matt was on interim salary at that point. There was a significant pay rise. He hated it. Absolutely hated it. And I'm like, it's really hard, isn't it, in that family environment to go, we really fucking need that money. We really, really need that money. And you are saying no. And I have to support you with that because I want you to be happy. Ouch. Yeah. How are we going to find that money? Like, what do we do? Tough. So we spoke to Andy about it, and Andy said Matt needs to do his values so he knows and has the confidence to understand why he feels like this. Because if your values are in conflict, they are the things that will cause you to walk away from significant amounts of money. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened. So. Oh, it's fascinating. Yeah.
So I came up with the idea that you guys need to sell this to other business owners.
You did.
Because I think every business owner should do this.
Yeah, and I agree. I think you do it for your business. I think you do it. I think actually every individual should do it. I think they should teach this at school. It does form part of psychology when you study that, but that's too fucking late by that point, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, the whole school system is a completely different podcast. But Monday we will be sitting down for 2 hours, maybe more.
My values.
So he will be. We can talk about it. Should we talk about it afterwards?
Yeah, definitely. I think this is incredible, and I think that people that are leading people need to do this.
Yeah.
I want to be able to say, this is what I stand for. I've got it as my company values, kind of like as my brand values, and what happens like from a client's perspective. I've done it from a staff perspective, like who are we as a company? What do we stand for? But me as a leader, me as a mum, me as a wife, me as a friend, me as an auntie, me as I want that. I want to know that shit.
Yeah.
So that I can make decisions better, that feel more aligned. And then I think it will also help me on my goals.
Yeah.
Like I know what I want to achieve, but why?
Yes.
And what's making me do that? What's my driver?
Yeah. So I've got two, as you said, 2 pieces of paper, one for my personal and one, it's not actually for WildBird, it's for my professional. So I could pick that up and take that into any role or pick that up and take that into any business, because this is what I believe.
Stick that shizzle on your CV.
Yeah.
This is who I am, just so you know.
Yeah. But the trouble is it doesn't conform to what everyone else wants, does it? It's the issue. So I'm excited for Monday. I'm really excited. I know how incredible it can be. And we've already done an element of NLP on you, haven't we? Because we know what kind of style you are.
It feels weird when you guys do that. Because it's like, oh, have you seen what she does? She's this, isn't she?
So Andy told me the other day, Andy is an advanced NLP practitioner. I have done a little bit of NLP, nowhere to the extent of what he's done.
Yeah.
He said the question to ask them is, can you picture your front door for me?
Yeah, it's white.
Oh, hello, audio. So, have I explained this on here?
No.
So, okay, everyone can be boxed off into 3 different areas. They are visual, and I'm pointing to the top. So if you think about this as a circle of your brain, the top is visual because you're going to look. The middle is audio, so you go to listen. And the bottom of that circle is kinesthetic or feeling. Yeah. So whether that is, this feels rough or I feel sad.
Right.
That's that kind of person. So your primary style is auditory because you look
to the side.
Yeah.
But you've told me I'm visual before because I look up.
Very rarely do you look up. You do audio and feels.
Oh. I don't know what that means though.
That means that when you play back your memories, you hear them first.
Oh.
Which you have said before that you'll never forget the words that people use.
Yeah.
So you play them back.
Yeah, and words cut me.
Yeah.
Like little knives.
It's because Matt's audio as well. And then your secondary is kinesthetic.
Touch and feel.
Yeah.
Where does smell come into that?
Not till I haven't done that bit.
No.
That's an Andy Rivers question.
Funny, isn't it? Because Piper is the same as me. Like Martin always takes a piss. I have like a supersonic hearing and smell. And Piper does exactly the same. Her hearing's not so great. Listening skills not so great. But she does this thing and she sniffs me. My stepmom always says I used to sniff everything. And I still do. Like I'll always smell fresh washing. I have to sniff everything.
Yeah, that's the same for me actually.
Yeah, Martin was like, stop sniffing me. And I'm like, you smell like this. And then Piper's now doing it to me. And she's like, oh, mummy, your hair stinks. This smells bad. I was like, do you want something nice? You just literally let me wake up and you're telling me that everything stinks. It's kind of normal.
So just to going back to values.
Yes.
So Matt did his. And then he wasn't allowed to share what his were until I'd done mine.
Right.
And we probably had a week or a week and a half in between the two. So Andy, when he runs the session, will use NLP, will talk to you in the right language to open up your subconscious so that he can start to unlock what those values are on you.
Okay.
But that will just, to you, it will just be like questions, lots
Yeah.
and lots of questions and lots of checking and validating the words that come out as part of those values.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't
quite scary, isn't it? What if I come out and I'm an utter cunt?
Great. At least you know.
What if he's like, yeah, there's no helping you?
Oh, of course you fucking won't. You're a lovely soul. Lovely old soul.
Old soul. Come on, old bird.
It's not going to be like 10 of the same. So integrity, honesty, it won't be that. These are Amy's words. Amy's words for her subconscious.
Mm.
It is not the generic, this is what a value is.
Right, okay.
These are the things that matter to you.
I'm more than happy to share this as well.
Wow.
I know. I'm an open book though, aren't I? So I'm more than happy. If it helps other people as well, I'm more than happy to share this. But I think you and Andy
I wonder if we
should be doing
record it
this.
as a poddy.
I mean, I don't mind.
If we recorded the audio for it.
Let's do it.
Maybe. So
Be a great experiment.
Yeah, it would. It would. So Matt and I, again, did the thing, and then I did mine, and I got home, and Andy at the time was doing them on flip charts, pieces of paper. So we actually physically got the pieces of paper to bring home what our values were. So when I got back, we laid them out, and I was anxious because this is like,
what if you're not aligned and you're married?
If we're in big conflict, like Matt would have money up on top 3 or top 4, and mine is, doesn't even feature on the list, we're a bit fucked.
Well, you just have to respect that, don't you? Learn to understand that in each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would be the clearest one with me and Martin. Mine will be money, top, like one of the top ones. His will be the absolute bottom.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? So the good thing is about Matt and I, we are in relative alignment.
Right.
There's nothing that's in too much conflict, which is really, really good because I don't want to be walking away from a man that I love because our values are in conflict so much, because these are what drives us.
But it's fascinating though, because it'll be relevant to business partners, relevant to friendships.
Yeah.
You know, I have walked away from friendships because it wasn't in alignment with me.
But you're quite attuned. You're emotionally intelligent. You are in tuned energetically. You know what works for you and what doesn't. And you are very, very incredible at articulating that.
Thank you very much.
You are. Although I couldn't get the word out, you are. Not everyone is that fortunate.
Do you know, I walked away from a friend because she made a racist comment to me once.
Really?
I'd been friends with her for years and I literally just walked away, didn't contact her again. Because to me, that's like absolute no.
Values though.
Yeah, it was a hard no. And it's because I'd made friends with a guy on the ships. He was the loveliest guy from Goa. And she made one comment. I was like, nah, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Because you don't know him. I'm probably never going to see him again, but I was just talking about him.
Yeah.
And then she went and told some other people about her opinions of this guy. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. It's time. It's time to say goodbye to that.
That is time. No, I'm not having that in my life. So yeah, there is. And it is hard to walk away from things. But if you know that these are your values, it's really easy to say, no, thanks very much.
Yeah. I think we've all done like Myers-Briggs, Bilham, any form of...
Myers-Briggs, never heard of it.
So that is personality and Bilham is behaviour.
Okay, I love Bilham.
But and that's wonderful. But it's almost, if you think about the iceberg, these are the things that sit above. So this is how your values are being manifested in your behaviour.
Right, yeah, of course.
But if you're going deeper, deeper, deeper into that iceberg to really understand your true self. And for other people, if you're in conflict or you with your values, it feels like this just doesn't sit right with me. This does not feel okay.
And would you be open sharing your values? Like, I'm thinking for franchisees, I'm thinking for people that are in online spaces that doing mentoring and coaching, like I would advertise it. This is me. This is who I am. If you want to work with me, these are my values. Yeah. This is what I stand for.
Yes.
Would you?
I would, yeah.
I don't think it needs to be on your email signature. But
why not? This is what floats my boat.
Why not? Could you imagine if we all started putting our values on our email signature? That'd be quite cool.
Do you know what my worry is that, which is awful, is that people would use that in the wrong way.
Well, more for them.
It's vulnerable, isn't it? You're giving the key away to what?
Or flip it.
Yeah.
You only attract the people
100%.
that are in alignment with you.
Yeah.
Because you're so honest and upfront about it.
Yeah, and you'll spot the inauthenticity in mile
Oh,
off.
fuck it. Inauthenticity boils my piss. It really irritates me.
You can't tell. It's lovely to see you laugh.
I was laughing loads
yesterday. To laugh today, so far this morning.
Today, yeah, that was funny.
Thanks.
Still got it, kiddo. Yes. So I think we should record it on Monday, and I think we should get it out there.
Woo.
And then
I don't know where they.
I don't know. Newtonian just leaks out of you now and again, does it? Lads.
Just get it out, yeah.
And I think that, yeah, you and Andy need to put a price on it, and you need to tell people, and they need to be able to access this, because who else is doing anything like this?
I've never, in the whole nearly 6 years WildBird's been going, certainly never heard of it at ITV, never heard of it at corporate.
I've never seen it anywhere.
Topshop weren't talking about it. But people talk about it. Values, USP, culture. People talk about that stuff. But they actually
imagine
know what it means.
If every person in a senior leadership team done this. So yes, you have your bell bin, you have all of that, but imagine I'm thinking Centre Parks here, because some of the leadership team were amazing and some were fucking awful, like bullies.
Yeah.
And they didn't align with Centre Parks values, but they made money, so Centre Parks ignored them.
Yeah.
And it always bothered me, because I was like, this is a family resort. This is like heaven on earth to so many people. People spend a fortune to be here, and this prick is running the show.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's a bully. Yeah, he's an absolute, or that person, this woman, whoever it was. How can this person, just because they know how to make money, and it's the staff that are making this whole experience for all of these people visiting and paying money, yet you're letting someone treat those staff like shit?
Yeah.
How is that okay?
But you firmly believe in transparency.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Not everyone is as transparent as that.
Oh, no, but imagine if everyone was.
Oh, it would be great. But also people don't want to face up to it. We've already said this comes with a health warning.
Yeah.
If you really want to look in the mirror and see what drives you and what makes you happy, you have to be prepared to maybe let go of some other things.
But imagine, right, I'm all about, we're on this planet at the moment once. We'll come back, we'll do another round. But we have this one life. Imagine if you have your values and that you can live your life to your absolute maximum potential, knowing exactly who you are. So when you are on your deathbed, you can go, I fucking done a brilliant job of that.
Yeah.
Bring me back again. That was amazing. I'd done everything I wanted to do. I'd done everything I could.
Yeah.
I lived my life to the full. I loved hard. I was myself. I was like, I learned. I was constantly evolving and growing and bettering myself as a human. I was great to other humans. I was the best parent I could be. I'm not going to put myself in the great parenting category. But whatever it is you do brilliantly, or you do your absolute best. What's that saying? You don't have to be the best, just try your best.
Yeah.
Martin said that to Willow the other day. It was beautiful. And I think this is part of that growth.
Totally.
I feel really passionate about it.
I can feel it. I feel exactly the same. What I am frustrated with is that I've done them. They sit on my desk. They sit in places that I see every day, but I am not using them. You asked me a question earlier. What's the goal? What's the vision? Like, what do you want? I should just be looking at my values.
Yeah, what is your vision? I just think life's so exciting, isn't it? Not for everybody. I know it's tough at some points, and a lot of people are going through a lot of shit. But generally, there's so much out there.
It's got huge potential.
So much that we can do, so much we can be. There's so much opportunity. Whatever background you're from, there's opportunity if you want it.
Yeah.
Oh, find it well exciting.
Do you think we'll get Martin to do his?
Oh he would probably love it, actually.
Martin, if you're listening to this tea bit,
Are you going to do your values,
come
Poppet?
along and do values.
Yeah, I'd be fascinating to find out what his are. I think I know his, but I'd be interested to see what those words are.
I did not have a clue what Matt's were. So I asked Matt about it because we were talking about it this week. I said the other day, do you use your values? Like I say, mine are everywhere in the house, but I'm not using them. I said, do you ever think about them? And he said, yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, I do. I think he's got them on a note in his phone.
Oh. So if he's making a decision, he'll refer back to that, do you think?
Yeah, but I think also if he's reflecting on why something didn't work or... Which is, as an individual, he doesn't think that way. So for him to be doing that is quite big.
Wow.
But it really did all make sense for that decision for him to not go for that promotion and to do what really sits with his values.
Brilliant. Yeah, I want to do it. I want Martin to do it. So you guys need to put a price on it.
£1 million.
And it's got to be done in person. This can't be done
No, you have to feel
remotely. You have to feel the energy, don't you? You have to sense that body language and stuff, as I imagine. This is exciting, shizzle.
Yeah.
Can't wait to tell everyone about it.
Yeah. End of the titty bit?
Yeah.
Anything more to add?
No, let's go shopping. Oh, we've got some work to do, haven't we?
We've got some work to do first.
Yeah.
I'd like to say you're all fabulous. Keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing.
Love you.
Bye-bye. Thanks for listening.
Don't forget to give us a cheeky follow, wild_moos.
And if you've got anything that you want to hear from us, or if you've got any questions, please just ping us a DM. We'd love to hear from you.
And please subscribe.
Bye.